What's up guys, my name is Marc Steiner, and today we are going to be unboxing the Pixel 6 Pro. Let's get right into it. Oh my god. That looks great. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, hold up, we'll put that down. Got the paperwork. Paperwork now important. USB-C, USB-C, nice thick charging cable, wonderful. USB-C adapter, very nice. And something else that comes in the box, so I'll make sure. Oh! Looks beautiful. Let's turn it on. Ooh. So now we have the phone, as you can see, completing setup, but let's test out the fingerprint reader. It's decently fast. Let's do it again. It's not quite as fast as some of the newer phones, but it's very respectable. I'm not too mad about it. I do appreciate that there's an in-screen fingerprint reader, and I do like this display. Like it's very reminiscent of a Galaxy like S20, 21 with the curved edge. I actually kind of like that. I know not everyone appreciates that, and especially I feel like the design language of 2021 has been flat screens, but I really do like this, and it feels good. It feels fast. It feels zippy. This is actually, we have the Pixel 5a, so as you can see, there's no fingerprint scanner on the back, but we do have that bar with the brand new camera setup, and that is what I'm very excited to test out. Like, this is revolutionary. In my Pixel 5a video, I talked about how good Pixel's like AI engineering is with their photos, and now we actually get new hardware to back that up. So I'm very genuinely excited to see what that is. This actually, for a big phone, this feels really light, and I actually really like this. So fun fact, this is my friend Julian's phone, so thank you for allowing me to do this unboxing of your new baby. But what are your thoughts on this thus far?
Yeah, I mean, I've never had such a big phone. I also came from the Pixel 5, so this is completely new for me.
What are your first impressions here?
It's a big phone, but it doesn't feel heavy.
Yeah, no, like honestly, I think the 5a feels heavier than the
it's
6 Pro.
It's a long boy.
It is a long boy. I will say that. The aspect ratio is very tall. Like if we have my iPhone 13 Pro Max, yours is a little bit taller, but significantly thinner as well. Like if you're looking at that right off screen, like that is, the iPhone is significantly heftier, and this is thinner and lighter than I was anticipating. So it's actually really nice that it is a big phone, but it's not a behemoth, right? It's very manageable, and I like that. But no, I'm excited. I'm excited about this phone, and we'll be doing some camera tests in the near future. Pixel 6 Pro versus iPhone 13 Pro. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. Let's do like screen-wise. These are both 120 hertz screens. These are both brand new. I feel like I've just gotten so used to the iPhone. 120 hertz isn't special anymore, you know? Like, it's just like, when I unboxed this one, it was like, oh my god, 120 hertz, and now I think my eyes have just gotten used to it, and it's like, yeah, that's 120 hertz, looks good. Honestly, this is a really nice screen to be viewing things on. Like, it feels nice. I would definitely watch content on this. Like, that is very... I'm still not over the fact, like, this is what, 6.7 inch screen, right?
6.7 inch.
It doesn't feel like a 6.7 inch screen. Like, I don't know what it is. It just feels small, but it is still big. I really like that.
How do you find the curved edges?
The curved edges for me, like I said, like, I like them. I was coming from an iPhone 10, right? So like that had a curved over the edge screen as well, and it was nice. I appreciated it. I think for certain things, it could get annoying. I know certain apps don't do well with it, but it's very intriguing to see like I'm not mad about it. I know some people like the flat display of like the iPhone, but it's nice, you know, like when you're swiping from the edge, it feels more natural when you're swiping from the edge. I really do like that. All right, so this is the front-facing camera on the Pixel 6 Pro. It's looking real good. We're a little hot, but I'm just gonna bring the brightness down a little bit and retains all that detail. I think we would look really, really good. This is with the 1x selfie camera, and we have the 1.4 times. The 1x looks really, really good. I'm really impressed with this. It's getting skin tones pretty well. I feel like there's a little bit of over sharpening going on, but it looks good. We are now going to use the brand new Magic Eraser tool and see how this works. All right, so we have that. Go, edit, tools, Magic Eraser. Next, done. All right, so we're just gonna kind of draw around this phone and it's processing. Not the best job there, but I'm not surprised because like as a professional photographer and videographer, you know, like I'm not Lightroom and Photoshop I've been using for years, and this is very similar to the kind of tech that Photoshop Content Aware uses. And this is a very difficult surface to kind of like edit out. But what happens if we kind of just go again? Sometimes that might happen. It might do a little bit of a better job. I doubt it because it's a very complex background, but I mean, it's better. It's better. It's a little rough, but it's like, it's definitely better. Let's take a selfie, shall we? And see if I can erase a person out. So one of my favorite features about the Google Pixel line is that it has live transcription, and this is something I absolutely loved on my Pixel 5a, and after using it, I was shocked at how accurate it was because no other phone on the market has this kind of feature, and it's just absolutely insane how good it is. I can literally transcribe whatever I'm saying and it will get it 100% of the time. That's just such a wonderful feature to have. All right, Julian, we've had this phone for a couple of minutes, hours now. What are your initial impressions?
I think I'm really surprised by how lightweight it is and how, even though that, you know, I've never used such a big phone before, but even just now handling it, I think it's been an enjoyable experience so far.
That's the thing, like we were talking off camera, right? And it was like, it's a big phone, but it doesn't feel like a big phone.
No, for sure.
And I think that's really interesting that you can have a phone that is 6.7 inches and it doesn't feel massive. Like, it feels really good in the hand. And I know you kept saying, like, you kept getting used to, you were looking for the fingerprint sensor on the back there, and it's like, it's not there anymore.
Yeah, coming from Pixel 5, I think that's my favorite thing, you know, the back button.
You just kind of get used to it.
Gonna get used to it.
But that's the thing with any new phone, right? You just kind of get used to it. And I saw you typing already on this phone, and it was just like, it came naturally. It wasn't like this whole new screen resolution that you had to, but you were saying it felt taller, not wider. And I'm looking at the 5A and the 6 Pro. You're right, they don't look, it's not significantly wider than the previous generation, which is really interesting. So yeah, I'm very intrigued. The Magic Eraser, I feel like it's very hit or miss, but that's very, you know, very typical of the software, right? The same thing on Photoshop and its content aware stuff. It's certain things it thrives at and other things that you just can't do. And that's just the limitation of the technology, and I'm not gonna fault that. And we were throwing some pretty intense situations at it, but it did a pretty good job. I was intrigued with the live translate. There were definitely a couple of funny moments in there, but I think, you know, aside from us laughing, like, that is a genuinely useful tool out in the world, you know? Like, I think that'll be really intriguing, and it's offline as well, right?
It's all on a chip, all on a sensor chip.
That's the thing. I think that is one of the coolest features for me. Like, I knew, like, the camera, like, Google always excels at that, and the live transcribe, like, I knew that on my Pixel 5, but it was just like, live translation offline, even though it's not perfect. If you can have a conversation in a foreign country where someone does not speak your language at all and you don't speak their language at all, like, that's a useful tool to have. And then, like, the new Material UI, that's gonna be really interesting. It's gonna be it's Material U, right? Yeah, not UI. But yeah, no, this phone I feel like has a lot of promise, and we're gonna put it through its paces over these next couple of weeks and have some fun with that.
We'll try more stuff with the Magic Eraser. I think out in the real world,
that's the thing. I think in more real world situations, this phone will really shine its light, and we're gonna do some iPhone versus Pixel 6 in the near future, and I'm very intrigued and excited to test that out. So be sure to follow my friend Julian on Instagram, because he deserves your follow. He's a very talented photographer himself. And be sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already. Let me know what you want to see in the comment section down below. My name has been Marc Steiner, and I'll see you next time.